I'd like to introduce our lead generation monitoring and management tool. This is a very powerful tool that helps all our membership to generate extra leads through a series of analysis. So this is how it works. Through this tool, for instance, here for example, we've got accountants as keywords, City Manchester, State Greater Manchester. Now, what they will do, we will find the leads on here of all the accountants in that particular area. Once we've generated all the results from that search, we will go through the following search data points. So we start off with the business information. Now on this business information, for instance, we've got company name, address, city, region, postal code, country, website URL, telephone number. We don't run the owner's names or what year started or the number of employees or the revenue, but we do get the email. So the first basic requisite of our analysis is to identify what business information is on the internet about your business. We move on then to website information, which is the website type, whether you've got a blog, whether you've got a blog URL, contact form, whether you've got the desktop site load time, how quickly you can load, a visitor can load your desktop or mobile, whether it's got an SSL certificate, a video on the home page, microformat citation, which I'll come into later on, click to call off the phone, especially on mobile. We've also got whether you've got a Facebook connection, a GMB connection, Google My Business, Pinterest, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, whether your site is mobile responsive and whether you've got a chat bot. So all of these activities and this information is garnered through this search, through the business info and then the website information. This allows us to analyse how much your business has got on the web in terms of whether you've got accounts with any of these social media accounts, whether you've got a blog, because all of these are going to impact the performance of your website against your competitors. So moving on to GMB data, that's Google My Business data. You talk about citations, these are recommendations and links with other businesses, other people. You're talking about ranking on first page. Does it rank on the first page of Google? Is it ranking on the first page of the map when it comes up? First category, categories, and the list goes on. Is your website verified on Google My Business? Which has got the most Google reviews? The other side of it is the GMB score. What is the score between the number of positive reviews against the negative reviews? We have that percentage because people will go to your website and check out your reviews, which I'll come to in a minute. So I've got Google My Business videos. Have you put any videos up there? Are you posting on there? So we come back with a series of analysis to find out exactly what you've got on Google My Business, which again will affect your performance, and by remedying the issues that this has shown up on the report will allow you to increase your engagements and your followers and your likes. So we're moving on to reputation management. Again, as touched on in Google My Business, you've got the number of Google bad reviews, good reviews, the reviewers' names, you've got everything on there about even Yellow Page reviews. They're another source of, if you like, monitoring. Then we move on to SEO. Now again, your website, you say, oh, I've got a website. What have you got keywords in the home page? Have you got backlinks? Have you got keywords of your business in the title, or keywords in your in the city or the body of your website? These are all things that we generate through this report. We're moving on to the social media side of things, we've got Twitter. So it'll be, have you got a Twitter account? What's your ID? This tool will analyse whether you have or you haven't. It'll come back with a number of tweets that you're posting and whether you posted tweets in the last 30 days. The number of Twitter followers and the number of Twitter likes. There's a similar thing with Facebook. Again, it's the same scenario, the same criteria. We've got the same again with Instagram, and we've got the same again with Pinterest, all the social media side of things. Now, we've also got a monitoring tool for the deal sites like Groupon. So there'll be some businesses that do have, your competitors, for example, may have deals on Groupon, and they'll be getting all the cream, and you'll be missing out. So you don't want to be missing out. So you need to know what they're doing and how they're doing it. Everyone's probably heard of pay-per-click, which is Google AdWords. People generally see the pay-per-click results on any searches, on the first 4 or 5 searches on any Google page. And what they're looking for is, what this analysis does is see what you or your competitors are performing on pay-per-click. Again, through keyword location, even what your daily budget or your monthly budget is. And you can see how many businesses they're in touch with through pay-per-click. Then we move on to social covers. Now, social covers is very clever because you know when you put an image on your social media accounts, what tends to happen is that it makes your social media account more professional looking. But the other thing as well, you can also put what's called an alt image, which is an alternative text, attributes, stuff like that. They'll link back to your website. That Google loves all that sort of thing. So when you're putting these covers up and everything, you can sort of link them to wherever you want them to go, which gives you extra coverage, makes you look more professional as well. So a lot of people haven't even got social covers on their website, which again is going to damage their chances of getting some reasonable leads or customers. Now, retargeting. Now, retargeting is pixel management, if you like. So you can go to Google, Facebook, you can create a pixel and link it to your website or your posts or anything that you're dealing with, your social media accounts. And whenever anybody goes onto your website or even passes through it, this retargeting pixel acts like a stalker, if you like, and it stalks the person who's done the search for your particular brand or your niche or your product or service, and they've passed in your neighbourhood. So it follows them around and reminds them through Google Ads, through YouTube. You've probably seen it when you went to go and look at washing machines or somewhere, and you found that ever since then, when you move on to looking at other websites, other pages, you keep seeing adverts for washing machines. That's what's called retargeting. Now, finally, to cover the last part of this analysis tool is YouTube. Now, YouTube is a very effective way of getting your message across and linking the videos that you post on there onto your social media and onto your website. The more links you've got to all of these different platforms back to your website or to your landing page or to wherever you want to take your client to convert them or your visitor, it's very important that you understand that you've got to post regular and you've got to make yourself look like an expert. So what we are doing here, when we run this analysis, for instance, I'll run it now. So while the analysis is running very slow, I'll just quickly take you through the areas that we've just been discussing on the search data point. So this is the business information, the address, the city, all that. Well, that's in Ontario, so there's a Manchester in over there, but this is the sort of information, Canada. So this is the type of information that you'll be looking for. Phone numbers. And then you can see what your competitors are doing. The website details. Have they got a video on it on a home page? No, they haven't. Didn't find it. Have they got a click to call? Found. Yes, they have. Microformat citations. Again, didn't find. Facebook connection. Yes. GMB connection. No. These are little things here where we're going to measure you in a sort of league table. So, who's got the most Facebook connections, Facebook responses, likes, and we'll do a table of that, see where you come in that table. Then we move over to GMB data. Again, how many Google reviews? So who's got the most Google reviews? Who's got the least? So you start getting more Google reviews. What's your GMB score? This is the score for the number of, average number of reviews that you've been getting. So 4.95. Can you beat that for your competitors? We move over to reputation management. And again, Google reviews, the 90. Reviews in the last 30 days. They've only had 2. They haven't had any, this company. Do you understand what I'm saying? So what you need is to make sure that your business is represented and fulfilling all these obligations for marketing that your competitors are doing, and they're doing well. So you've got to do better. Otherwise, you're going to lose it.